Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It is the 4th of July. Happy 4th. Today we're gonna do a little vlog. My in-laws were in town this weekend. They just packed up and left. I have a bunch of things in the laundry. I have a bunch of things that are washed that need to be folded. So I'm gonna do all that. But for right now, you get a little sneak at baby Will because he is in his 4th of July outfit. We have this little kind of vintage looking USA tee. These pants I'm not gonna have him wear. I'm gonna have him wear these other blue ones that are in the wash right now, but look how cute he is. I do have a backup outfit in case he poops or pees on this one because that seems to be happening. I think he's like between diaper sizes, so I don't know really what I'm doing there. We have this other really cute like overall MVP baseball sort of outfit if this one gets dirty. My husband's on his way home from dropping his parents off at the airport, and I'm just gonna clean up the room here. Let's get the day started. Background because that is gonna be fixed here soon. But while I fold and hang up this laundry, I figured I could just give a little chat. I have Will next to me here in his little carrier that you can't see. I have seen Delilah, her channel is called Lepke's Life. She does little like laundry chats, so she'll fold laundry and just chat to the camera, and I really like that idea because I need to get laundry done and I wanted to do like a postpartum update. So basically, we stayed in the hospital for 2 days after Will's birth. He's now 1 month old, by the way, so I feel like his face is becoming less like newborn looking and he's more becoming like a full baby, I guess. I don't know how to describe that, but he's definitely growing up before my eyes. I can't believe it's almost been a month. But we stayed in the hospital with him for 2 nights. We wanted to leave after 1 night, but everyone encouraged us to just stay a second night just as like some practice, and it's just easier in the hospital a little bit. So we did stay a second night. Going home, my recovery actually went really smoothly. I was able to go out for some walks and stuff like pretty soon. I think within like 4 days we were able to do just like a short little tiny walk, and then we've been kind of building up our stroller walks from there. So there was one day where I kind of overdid it like 2 weeks in. The hardest like postpartum thing that I've dealt with, I would say, was the like anxiety the first week, and I really had to like fight that and pray through it, and my faith has really grown, and I feel like that's going to be quite the theme of motherhood, is like really leaning into my faith in Jesus and prayer, because like that first week when you just know absolutely nothing and something comes up, and like I was just worried he would just choke, that I don't know, he'd like roll over. That's not even possible at 2 days old, but I was just worried about everything. And I'm usually not a worrier, but there was just so much that I didn't know, and we were Googling way too much, and I don't know. So we started just praying right before bed and thanking God that, you know, for peace and for no worry. And honestly, it really helped. It also just helps to get like successful days under your belt. Like day 2, I've literally never been around a baby for an extended period of time. I never nannied, I never babysat. I have a niece now, but I basically can just hold her and hand her back to mom. So I never had to like be concerned about anything for like an extended period of time. So just getting like days under your belt where things are going well really is helpful in worrying as well. But definitely prayer, and that's been a huge growth area for me, is just praying. I feel like get what they call the baby blues. Every day around sunset I would get pretty weepy. Like my hormones were so out of whack that I would just like look at him and get teary, or I would, you know, people would start like leaving and I would get like very teary-eyed. And I think it was because like you kind of know the night feedings are coming, and the night was definitely more intimidating during the day. That was the big thing. And like around sunset I would get pretty prone to crying for about a week and a half maybe. And then one day I just kind of looked up and was like, oh, I think I'm over the weepy phase. Like I think I'm feeling a lot better. I'm breastfeeding. I'm like doing a mix of pumping and putting it in a bottle and breastfeeding. And if we need to supplement with formula, we do that. Getting the supply correct is kind of an interesting thing that we've had a whole journey with. I either have too much or too little, so we've had to supplement or pump or whatever. So I think we're in a pretty good groove now. He's definitely growing. He's definitely eating. I was surprised with how quickly like weight came off. I feel like my belly was so huge. You can go back and look at videos from when my belly was, you know, when I was at like 39 weeks pregnant, and wow, I felt huge and I looked also very huge. Of course, he was like 9 pounds of the weight, and then you have all the fluid and placenta and all that, so obviously you drop a lot right away. But I only have about 5 pounds left to lose before I hit my pre-pregnancy weight. Obviously, I'm not trying to like hit my pre-pregnancy weight in any specific time, but I do just kind of like check and see what I'm at. I'm not trying to like lose weight specifically while I'm breastfeeding, but it has really expedited the process, and I feel like I'm losing weight quicker than I thought I would. I'm not complaining about that. I'm excited to fit in my old clothes. I'm really close to fitting into my favorite pair of jeans, but I'm feeling pretty good. The one thing I want to do though pretty soon is revamp my wardrobe. I feel like I've been wearing like t-shirts and leggings and stuff throughout my pregnancy. I didn't buy many like maternity clothes or anything, but now that I'm back to, you know, almost my pre-pregnancy weight, but things have kind of shifted around, I really want to revamp my wardrobe. Like, I don't have a lot of shirts that I feel great in. I think I'm gonna have a video about going to the thrift store and trying to actually like thrift some pieces that I feel really good in. I do have those shirts from my last thrift haul that I've been wearing, which I really like, so that was a success. So I want to go back and find some more stuff. I'm gonna do a combination of thrifting and probably shopping new, like on websites and stuff, to kind of revamp my wardrobe postpartum. Okay, my husband's home from dropping off his parents at the airport, and he brought me Chick-fil-A. So I'm gonna go eat that, and we'll finish the laundry a little bit later. We're going for a walk because he absolutely loves sleeping in the stroller. That'll be his first nap time, and we'll see how long that lasts. Okay, we're back from the walk. I'm gonna pick out what I'm wearing for today because, as I mentioned, it is the 4th of July. I have overalls that I'd love to wear. I don't know if I can fit into them, so I'm gonna pull those out and see what we're working with. I'm not hopeful on that front, so I'll probably just wear like regular, like these black loose postpartum shorts, a white shirt, and then I got this, and I will show it better, but basically it's an Atlanta 1996 vintage windbreaker. I think it's so cool. The problem is the zipper is kind of broken, like it's out of its zip hooks. I don't know how to describe that, but hopefully we can fix it because it's gonna be too hot for me to just wear this like fully closed. I can put it over my head, but I can't get the zipper down past that point. So I'm gonna try to fix that before we go. It is supposed to rain this afternoon, so it might actually be perfect for the weather. Okay, we're gonna try to see if we'll take a little bit of a nap before we leave. I think we have to leave in about an hour to an hour and a half. If he falls asleep, I'm going to take a shower and get ready for the day. Basically, his whole nap schedule that we're implementing right now is he'll wake up, we'll feed him, keep him up. He'll be awake for like an hour and a half total, and then we'll put him down hopefully for like an hour and a half. Now, some of his naps are like shorter and some are longer. So it's not an exact schedule, but I do try to like have him up for like an hour to an hour and a half, down for an hour to an hour and a half. And it seems to be working pretty well. He hits his like minimum hours of sleep pretty much every day. So hopefully he'll go to sleep, we'll wake him up, feed him, and leave. The schedule is crazy when it's like every 3 hours you're feeding him, but I need to shower, get ready, and then also pump so we have a bottle ready to feed him at the 4th of July party. Technically, I could just go into a room and like actually breastfeed him, but it's more of an ordeal. So if we're going out, I usually just pump and have a bottle prepped for him to have. He fell asleep. Wow. He's still sleeping. I'm telling you, a shower is a game changer, like a hot shower. Okay, so we are back from the 4th of July party. I'm back in bed. Will's sitting next to me. He did so great. We were actually there for like 5 hours. So I brought that bottle to feed him that I pumped before we left. And then we ended up being there for another one of his feedings. So we just gave him some formula. Now we're back home. He's eaten. And then I pumped more. He did perfectly. He slept like most of the time. I think when he's outside and the breeze is flowing and people are holding him, very conducive to sleep. So he slept a lot. The party was super fun. The rest of the family is continuing to party throughout the night because the sun goes down and it gets dark about 9. So they're gonna do some more fireworks and stuff at 9. But that is Will's bedtime. So we're gonna skip that one. I'm gonna finish putting the laundry away since I did not finish that before we left. And then we're just gonna kind of relax because it was a long weekend of hosting and then going to this party, so we're both pretty tired. I think my husband is going to sauna for a little bit. We may go on another walk this afternoon, but basically the day is just gonna be a lot of relaxing. I'm assuming Will's gonna have a lot of wake time because he slept so much earlier today. So right now he's just chilling wide-eyed in his little thing and we're just hanging out together. All is right in the world. It is now 7:30 and I'm going to make some dinner. Now, this is very abnormal for us. We usually eat at like 4:30 p.m. But we were grazing all day at 4th of July, so this is what's happening. I'm gonna be honest, this turned out to be an absolute disaster and I need to walk you through what happened. When my in-laws were here, my sister-in-laws made us this great breakfast where they did basically like a sausage egg McMuffin egg with the circle, and it seemed very easy to recreate. You do like a mason jar lid and crack the egg into it, or so I thought. Well, I tried to recreate this for us for dinner, and my sister-in-law mentioned that her egg fell out of the metal ring very, very easily. Well, ours did not. So I was all panicked. First of all, I realized I didn't have English muffins. This is supposed to be an English muffin. So I put on regular bread. Then my egg didn't work at all. I also forgot to salt and pepper it. I ended up just doing 2 more eggs in the pan, just regular, and I abandoned the circular method. Anyway, nothing about this tasted that great, and it was kind of bland, so it was definitely a fail. Well, that is about all for this week's video. We basically ate the flop of a dinner that I made and went to bed. So, very tiring day, very good day, very full of fun. Thank you for following along with a day in my life. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. It would really, really help me out and support me and the channel. So thank you in advance for doing that. And I will see you next week for another video. Bye everyone.